Hey, what's up, y'all? And of course, welcome back to another alternative factuals video. Now, before I dive into anything, I'm just going to get this over with. Like, share, of course, subscribe, continue to, watch videos like this and my previous videos and all that stuff. And without further and or possible ado, let's talk about Black Lightning. So I put up a post in the community tab and I said Black Lightning is ... And I'm pretty sure some of you probably was able to piece together what this was about, but essentially, the Flash is joining forces with Batwoman, Black Lightning, and and a few other people in season 8 of The Flash. Now, every year there has been a crossover since the conception of the Arrowverse. Once the Arrow and the Flash coexisted together, there has always been a crossover. And of course, the CW cannot lose this opportunity to use more characters, but nonetheless, Black Lightning's in it. Now, I don't care about anybody else because the Flash, the TV show, has literally fallen apart. It no longer makes sense. Literally last season they were fighting with Speed Force lightsabers, so that's an interesting one. But what makes this even more fun is that this kind of brings up my point that I mentioned in a previous video where I said Black Lightning is not actually necessarily completely done with the CW. There was an article, I believe, that was released in May that had kind of went through an interview with Cress Williams, where a lot of people from the Flash and the CW universe actually expressed their interest in having him pop up for crossovers, pop up for little special events, little special episodes. So he still has a really high chance of showing up in different shows revolving around the Arrowverse. It could be time travel related, it could be situations like this where there's a crossover, but nonetheless he still does exist in the Arrowverse. He just does not have a dedicated show to himself. So I know it sucks not having a dedicated show for various reasons, and also other things that people don't know is going on behind the scenes is, even though the Painkiller spinoff did not take off, the pilot episode was not accepted. At least according to them, the numbers did not dictate that people were accepting of the pilot episode. There's still a chance that they could have a spin-off show of Thunder and Lightning with Grace, which most people already know is that Thunder and Lightning were one of the three of the favorite characters that were kind of going on in the show, which is a part of the reason why, even though the show was called Black Lightning, it was more focused on them. And they kind of transitioned the show from being about Black Lightning, Jefferson Pierce, and then transitioning him passing the mantle to his two daughters, and then obviously one of his daughters having a girlfriend, and then one of his daughters eventually probably is gonna get with somebody or whatever like that. But essentially it's more focused on his kids and passing the mantle, which somewhat happened in comics, but obviously you already know things go back to the way they were before. So Black Lightning essentially has been dominant since his first appearance. But enough about the comics. But nonetheless, he is going to be a part of the crossover event, so that's something I guess people like Black Lightning fans like myself can be excited for, because it just confirms that no, he's not done with the Arrowverse. No, just because the show stopped does not mean his character ceased to exist. And he did agree to be a part of the Justice League, or their version of the Justice League that exists within the CW, which does include Superman, obviously Batwoman, the Flash, Black Lightning, Atom, a few other people who we know exist within the Arrowverse itself. So that's something to look forward to. Now, we don't have any details regarding the episode or season 8 of The Flash. The only thing I can guarantee you for the most part is probably the show is not going to be that great for season 8. But that's just me, my experiences with the show, The Flash, and my disappointment. But at least I think what's going to happen is they might introduce a new speedster. We obviously know there's a new crossover event. And as of right now, there isn't a whole lot of details in terms of what's going to be happening at this so-called Armageddon event, or whatever this case may be, for the Flash that's coming back for season 8. But let's just say, supposedly, this is from what I understand about the situation, the alien Despero has arrived officially to Earth. So if you've seen Justice League, the animated series, Despero, the one who had the third eye in the middle of his head, He comes to Earth supposedly, and this is according, allegedly, this is according to the show, because even though they've given details about the show previously before, there's been some instances where maybe the articles that produce the information were maybe out of context, or maybe not quite what they said. So I'm not saying this as a 1000% guaranteed fact, but it's probably 85-95% accurate. But nonetheless, supposedly they're taking a Ring kind of approach where everyone that Barry knows or loves or cares about in 7 days is supposed to die, and it's going to be the end of the world. And essentially he's calling in the Justice League / Super Friends for the first time since the Crisis on Infinite Earths event to kind of help him resolve this issue. And you already know they dropped the trailer for this event for season 8, and this 5-part crossover. And they're having characters like I've mentioned, Batwoman, Mia Queen, who is essentially the Green Arrow, Ryan Choi, the Atom, Black Lightning, Ray Palmer. You already know the usuals. But that's all I'm going to really talk about it for right now. I am excited to see the crossover event itself. In terms of the storyline, I'm probably not going to be too taken with it. However, it's just nice to know that Black Lightning is still out there, and he still is in a position where he's able to be used in other events regarding the CW verse, the CW Arrowverse, and hopefully the resurrection of his character, or the reappearance of his character, can introduce other characters into the CW, like Lala, for example. I'm actually kind of tired of Tobias at the moment, so he can actually take a rest for a little bit, and then they can bring him back the way that they did in the comics through supernatural means or something like that, like a being taking control of his body, or even getting a more of a in-depth look at Gravedigger, who is the most powerful of his enemies, and I believe deserves way more than just being confined to the Black Lightning TV show. But let me know what you think about this news about Black Lightning being officially in season 8 of The Flash. If you're excited, if you're very intrigued about this whole 5-episode crossover event, let me know in the comments down below. Like the video, share it, let me know all that stuff, because I love Black Lightning, and I know a lot of y'all like Black Lightning, which is the reason why usually Black Lightning videos do pretty well on this channel. So let me know in the comments down below, and if you're new to the channel, like, share, and of course subscribe, and I hope to see y'all later on. Peace out.